What's going on, guys? Dude Saz here. Today we're going to be talking about a topic that I am very familiar with, but I'm sure every beginner artist is familiar with. In the background, I have speed drawings done on my newly acquired Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite, the 2022 version. It's a very nice tablet. It's a very nice drawing tablet. It's a very nice media tablet, and I'm having a lot of fun drawing with it. So I'll be sure to keep on practicing on it, and maybe in more videos you'll see more speed drawings of me drawing on the tablet. Anyways, this particular video, I'm going to focus on this topic, which is why studying too much in art can hold you back. Everyone has this problem in art, and it's especially exacerbated in beginners in art, as well as artists who don't really have a guiding hand or a teacher to help navigate their journey in art. This trap is you want to draw whatever you want, and it can apply to any topic. It can apply to anime, it can apply to drawing heads, portraits, full body gesture drawing, anime, etc., etc. And because you want to draw whatever you want and you're so interested in drawing what you want, but at the same time you're afraid of failing, of not succeeding in drawing what you want, you study, and you never experiment with your art. This is especially egregious towards beginners because a lot of beginners in art are not familiar with failure or the concept of the failure mindset, as well as the concept of accepting their own lack of skill. This then becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy where you want to draw what you're interested/passionate in, but you're afraid of failing or disappointing the real or imaginary audience or even themselves. So to reiterate, an artist wants to draw whatever they want, whatever they're interested in, but because they are afraid of failing, they never get out of their own safe space and they never experiment, and so they just get stuck in this trap of studying until they feel that they are ready to accurately draw what they see on the image and what they see in their head. In other words, they're afraid of tarnishing the ideal or image in their head and what they think about how others imagine the particular topic. I myself fell into this pitfall, this trap, very early on, my first year of drawing, and I'm still suffering the consequences of these actions almost a year later. I was so invested in studying, and I was so afraid of failing, and I was so afraid of drawing something and it not turning out how I wanted it to be, and it turning out how the audience and how it may not turn out how the audience sees it. And that really paralyzed my sense of self, and it really paralyzed my art skill. And it was really difficult to escape from, and I'm still, like I said, I'm still paying for it a year later, until just recently where I'm starting to branch out and I'm starting to realize how suffocating that mindset is, how toxic that mindset is, and how I'm free of its grasp, at least partially, and that I'm thankful that I learned to get out of this particular pitfall relatively early on before it affected the rest of my art journey. To avoid this pitfall, you must learn to branch out and escape from your studying. You gotta escape from the laboratory, the lab. You must embrace your failure, and you must embrace drawing the image and failing. You may not succeed the first or even fifth time, but you will learn to draw it in your own way, unless you're making a stroke for stroke carbon copy image, in which case Even if it is a carbon copy, it's never going to be the same feeling. It's never going to be the same priority. Never going to be the same situation. It will have a different energy. I want to implore artists to evaluate what they're drawing, how they're drawing, and their philosophies in drawing as well, because this mindset can really destroy you, and it can really set you back almost years if you don't get out of it. An example is, imagine you're in high school and you study for the SAT over and over and over again, or you study for a big test, right? But you never take those practice tests that they offer. And when you get to the SAT after months and months of studying, or this big test after dozens of hours of studying, you get to the first question and you just blank out. You don't know what to do. Your hands start shaking. You don't feel as confident. And the same thing happens when all you do is study in art. You know how things should be in your head, but when you apply your pen to paper, your pen to tablet, you don't really know what to do. And that lack of confidence and that lack of security in your own skill can really affect your drawing and how others view your drawing as well. They can see the insecurity, they can see the lack of experience, and they can see the lack of skill. They can see that you're a greenhorn, and that image is conveyed into the painting, the drawing, the image itself. And that really affects artists. And you can be really, really skilled, and you can be really, really quote unquote talented. I don't like using the word talented, but none of that matters if you've never been put to the test, and that none of that matters if you've never had to put your nose down to the grindstone and actually take on a real scenario outside of your studies. The main takeaway is you must fail faster and you must fail more in order to succeed faster and succeed more. Every artist, whether beginner or advanced, needs to pound this in their head. Failure is a condition, or rather, failure is a requirement in order to succeed. It's like an oxymoron. It's like a jumbo shrimp. You have to fail in order to succeed. And you have to branch out, and you have to risk your ego. You have to risk your sense of self. You have to risk your pride, and you have to put it all in line, and you must fail. Failing is a requirement. Succeeding isn't really a requirement. At least if you're on the journey to be more skilled and you're on the pathway to success. This is the number one thing artists must overcome when drawing. And like I said, it's affected me a lot, and I'm sure it's affected a lot of others as well. I hope this video will help you snap out of this. I hope this video will allow you to realize if you're in this situation, and that this video gives you some ways of realizing if you're in this rut or not, and to help you escape from this mindset and help you on the journey to ultimately become a better artist. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you guys have a good day.